We should open the meme at the beginning of the podcast. Should just be us singing the Dream Daddy song.
Oh my god.
What is the Dream
Daddy?
Hey, welcome to the Nuggcast, the weekly gaming podcast. I'm Georgia.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Chris.
I'm Gabby.
People know who we are.
Yeah.
Come on,
Once again, I have a terrible segue into the news.
Yeah, you're the news.
Hi,
News, man. You should have
this is the...
Ramble. So there's been a bunch. We're going to talk about Pokemon Go first because there's been a bunch
Because
of news
Ryan's
about
been like
Pokemon
super
Go.
into Pokemon Go.
Look,
right
I've
now.
been super into Pokemon Go. I'll talk about it later though. But this is the news about Pokemon Go because there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
So it all started off before the big Pokemon Go news. There was actually Milwaukee County. Since February, they've had an ordinance where they're basically going, hey, you're not allowed Pokemon, like don't want Pokestops at our major
where is
parks.
this?
Literally,
yes.
the
Milwaukee County.
Milwaukee is literally being like, we don't want to clean our parks or have people use
Yeah,
our parks.
no, but like, I don't think it was Milwaukee, it was somewhere else. Had the same thing happen, and instead of getting a note at Pokemon Go, they told the park rangers to pick up their shit and do their
Yeah,
jobs.
it's
Yeah.
literally
Great.
Milwaukee does not want to do that fucking
This
job.
is like
Yeah.
fucking Parks and Rec.
It's literally like, also, did you read that? They were
Have
like,
Parks and Rec done a Pokemon Go episode?
no, they got
it
cancelled
stopped
before.
off.
way
it.
before.
Yeah.
They should. They should make it just one episode.
They'll just make one. It would be really good. Did you see what they were like? The game should punish people for behaving badly in the park. I'm like, it's a fucking foreign game.
Like,
No.
it's tricky.
How does that phone? It's like, you littered, you piece of shit. You're not gonna get that
Just
Pidgey.
releases all your Pokemon.
For every piece of rubbish, I'm gonna release your highest CP Pokemon.
It's-
In the end, you just left.
How
with
dare
a-
you
a
park
just
30
a 10
people
CP
parking?
Weedle.
It's so stupid, and it's
really
just
is.
literally gonna. What's the judge gonna do? Be like, oh, okay,
Cool.
Yeah. Well,
just gonna push people further out.
Well, the actual news is that the judges come back and they're just like, no, the Pokestops are covered by the First Amendment. Yeah, like, we're
So
not
maybe
doing
it
shit
was
about this.
Milwaukee I was thinking of, or like park rangers do your job.
Yeah, because their argument was like, there's too many people at my park. They're like driving and parking there, and they're like using it. And they're-
Socializing?
Yeah,
In a public
and they're just
place?
like hanging out in this park, and it's really weird. And they're like littering and then drinking the water and using the toilet. Like it's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like I don't pay to keep
Okay.
this.
So the actual legal mumbo jumbo is that they've issued an injunction, which I don't know what that actually means, but apparently it's not the end of the argument. They're just saying, no, for the time being, this is covered by the First Amendment, but we're going to sort it out later, I guess. Like, apparently this is going to keep going for a while, but for now, Pokemon Go doesn't have to do anything about
I mean,
it.
at least they
think
made a
it's like-
decision.
Well,
Yeah.
What
exactly.
could they do?
Well,
Just
the-
be like, boop.
Just, yeah, like, people get to choose whether they have a Pokestop in their location, which
Yeah.
is...
That's wild.
It's...
Like, I understand it if it's like your,
If it
your
was a
house.
yeah, but
private
it's
property
that's
is perfectly
different.
fine, but this is a public space.
Yeah, and like that's already
It's the whole
fines.
point.
If you litter, there's already fines. If you light
Yeah.
fires,
It's a
there's
park
already
that has-
fines.
It's a park that you can park your car at. That's public property.
Yeah.
It's literally these people trying to get out of hiring more people, which you should give someone a fucking job.
Yeah.
Like, if you're really that worried about it, have people there that are in charge of checking if people litter, give people fines, you're making back the money you're losing.
Yeah, like-
what?
Also,
You're not
what
even
money are
losing
you
money.
losing?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, like...
Just because you can't be on Facebook all day. Real talk.
So, the big news about Pokemon Go...
What? There's
Is
more?
it?
uh,
Is it big?
Well...
Are we surprised?
Yeah, so Pokemon Go Fest happened this week.
Hooey.
It was a disaster.
Where was it? It was in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yep, it's in Chicago. Basically, they have three main issues. The network bandwidth, none of the networks could handle it. There was way too many people in that one space. There were crashes and bugs and authentication issues with the server. Two of those are Niantic's fault. One of them is Niantic's fault for not expecting that many people
And
there.
telling
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many people were there?
Honestly, I don't know. It's
Okay.
hard to. Yeah, I don't have the numbers, but
I think it
it's-
was at least in the 10,000s.
Because
okay.
apparently 75,000, no, not 1,000, 75% of people couldn't get in who paid.
Yeah.
Like, only a quarter amount of people, and that's ridiculous.
It took people 5 hours to get in, and there was a 1 hour queue to get out.
Yeah, I saw people who were there. Someone said that the line to get out was longer than the line to get in.
Oh,
Why the fuck is there a line to get out? You just walk, don't you?
Well, because
You
there was just
think.
so many people trying
Yeah.
to leave.
So the
yeah.
CEO got up on stage and was booed,
Yeah.
which was oh dear.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And basically Niantic's issued a public apology stating that they're horrified by what has happened. They've issued $100 worth of Pokecoins to everybody that attended. They also get a full refund,
Of
and
their
they got a
tickets.
free Lugia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would also like to say, like,
Their tickets were
Niantic-
$20.
Yeah.
But what are the IVs on the Lugia?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
Niantic
They're like,
screwed up with this, right? They
Okay.
really should have made things. But I would like to say something, and this kind of harks back to last week when we talked about developers and how people treat them when they make a small mistake. It was not right to throw water bottles at the host. That's
Yeah.
disgusting behaviour, and you
That's-
trash people for doing that.
can we just remember this is Niantic? And they
Yeah.
didn't talk to us for 4 weeks after Pokemon Go was out because it was crashing, and in Australia, like with us, we
Yeah.
couldn't use Pokemon Go until 1 p.m. in the afternoon.
Yeah.
So this is the company that ran an event.
But I will say, at 1 p.m. in the afternoon that day, while I was in the middle of my shift, I stopped and played Pokemon Go for half an
Yeah.
hour.
It's the thing is, people made dates and they're like, oh, this is fixed by now. But it was about the third weekend and it was still not. And they hadn't told us what was wrong. And they were like, oh, we're fixing the tracking. It's like, no, fix your servers first.
Yeah.
While it's, yeah.
And
And
they
also,
just disabled the tracking.
is it so hard to hire people
But
for organizing events?
in
This is-
Niantic's defense, before Pokemon Go, they were next to nothing. Like, Ingress
Yeah.
is still a really
Yeah.
good game, it has a huge following, but compared to
Yeah.
what they had done,
But
this
the
was
problem-
massive.
The problem
On
with
launch
the
day,
event-
weren't
I am not talking
expecting-
about the launch now. I'm talking about people
Like-
expecting this company to be above beyond what they have ever told us to
They've
do.
made major cash at this stage. They've made major
Yeah.
cash from it.
You
and
can
they
afford an
could
actual-
an event management.
Yeah, because
And they should have
Yeah.
had that, and they very clearly did not.
The whole
Yeah,
problem
it's-
with it is that everybody sees it in black and white. Either Niantic has done nothing wrong. This is completely out of
Oh,
their
no.
control, or Niantic fuck Niantic.
It's a
They
bunch
should have
all
seen
of
this
this.
coming.
Well,
But
yeah, no.
it's somewhere in the middle.
It's
Like,
inexperienced, but the thing is, like, it's like you can't expect to be able to do something just because you can manage a team of people that can create a game doesn't mean you can manage an event. It's very different.
It's very
I'm
different.
someone who's actually studied event management, and
They should have hired
it's-
you.
Yeah, they hire me. It's very different.
Give
Yeah,
us jobs, we need them.
Yeah.
yeah. No, like the thing is, we've covered this. They've made billions of like $1 billion. You can afford the people that run like New York. Like New Year's Eve, those event managers are well within your like price range
Yeah.
by now. You can get big
Like,
event
you just
organizers.
need a convention manager.
You
That would be
yeah,
the
honestly,
perfect,
it would be
like-
better. You need to see if this has been done before. It hasn't. See the closest person who's done something like this before and
E3.
try to get.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, but even E3 it's mostly physical. Pokemon Go, it's solely digital, so
Yeah.
it's still
Yeah.
a completely
I just
different.
don't think
But one
anywhere
of
in
the
the
giant
world.
problems was
The
that
first thing like it.
No,
And
but
so I
one of
think-
the giant problems was that people couldn't get in fast enough. They needed to have multiple entrances and more stuff on
Yeah.
the doors.
Oh, of course.
This is
A bigger
only
location,
strictly
yeah.
about people management.
Yeah.
People management, no, yeah, they
Because,
fucked up. They could have done
An
better.
event manager would have known because you need to do it for like concerts, sort of, but like also like just big sporting
Actually, if
events.
it was an
you need to
hour.
let them know that there's going to be a lot of people in one spot, especially like things for like the Olympics and like obviously, oh, it's as big as the Olympics, but you know what I mean.
It's pretty big.
Like, you know, you need to let
People know.
service providers know,
Yeah.
because they need. I don't know what they do. I don't know the technical side of things, but you need to know so they can account for it,
Yeah.
and it makes it run better. Not perfect,
Yeah. But
because
better.
they just can't deal with
Yeah.
that. And they should have known. Like, I don't know why on their side their servers couldn't handle it, That confuses me.
I
Also,
wrote
their
down.
live streams fucked up so bad.
Yeah.
It was like real embarrassing. Like they couldn't even handle a live stream. And I know that things go wrong, but just so many things went wrong, and they didn't fix it. Once the live stream started going wrong, they sort of were like, "Oh, it went down for." It just paused, and then it came back with music and a trailer, and then it just went off, and they didn't address it. Like they didn't even tweet out like, "Hey, sorry," as far as I could see.
No.
It's hard to tell if it was just ignorance or greed is the problem. Like
Ah,
they could.
I think
I don't think
ignorance.
it's. I
wasn't
think
greed.
I'm just.
Yeah.
I want to chalk it up to inexperience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because if it was greed, $20 wristbands is not the way.
they would have been.
I think it was meant to be way
$120
yeah.
wristbands.
I think it was meant to be way smaller than they anticipated. I think they didn't expect people to fly over for it. They should have thrown more.
It seems to be their running problem.
Yeah.
The biggest problem Niantic run into is underestimating
If you
the
have
population.
the word Pokemon in your game, you need to inflate. And I know that they did, but they needed to.
Not enough.
Yeah, I think they could have done more than one event so people didn't have to fly.
Like a multi-day situation.
Or
Either
even
multi-
just having like
Multiple locations.
3 or
Yeah.
4 across America.
that would
A
be
proper
Maybe one in
festival
Sydney.
where it's like a week or
Yeah.
something. Like, it would have
like
been...
one in like
What-
Tokyo or
Tokyo.
something. Because that's like
Some locations
a
in
major
Europe.
active place.
Yeah.
Like where people are playing
Well, in
it still the
France.
most.
Yeah.
You know?
But
Bring one to Brazil.
But, like,
Oh, yeah.
I hear the 6-hour wait to get in. My phone would be dead. My charger would be
dead after an hour.
Yeah,
Like
like...
get new phones.
I have a new phone. It just saps it.
Yeah, no,
What are you
something's
using
going
your
on with
phone
Apple.
for? Oh,
Pokemon
Apple. Oh,
Go.
right.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Yeah, Apple wants to kill us. Yeah.
But overall, like, people are talking about Pokemon Go. They've refunded the money. Like, the Lugia doesn't cost them anything. The $100 of in-app purchases doesn't actually cost them anything. Like, people are acting like they're shelling out a lot of money. They're giving them digital goods. They're not actually shelling out anything. There's no guarantee these people would have bought it. It's kind of a piracy argument, but there's no proof that the people would have bought it. So really, they've not really lost any money besides the money they've refunded and the money from the event. So like they've obviously
And
lost
what's
the money from the event, but
also
what's-
that wouldn't be much in there.
and also the publicity that this has got. Any publicity is good publicity. It's
Yeah.
you know,
People are gonna be like,
We're
oh, people
talking
still
about
play.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Which-
And,
yeah.
we're
and
talking
people
about
are like, enough people showed up that it was trouble for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the event pressed on. Basically, they announced, "Hey, Lugia's available. Go catch it." And then they had a bunch of events on during the day.
Like little challengey bits.
Team
Mystic.
Instinct, Mystic. Yeah,
Mystic
sorry,
won.
Mystic.
Woo!
They won.
You're
and
alone.
So
I'm
Articuno
alone,
is
but I'm a
available.
winner. I wasn't there, but I'm a winner.
So Articuno's available. They
well as
unlock
Lugia.
bonuses. Yeah, as well as Lugia, so you can get them all around the world.
But actually, you can only get them for a very short time. It may be the last day you were able to get them on day of upload. So watch out for that.
No, 31st.
Oh, 30.
Yeah.
I believe after that you have to pay.
31st is Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 31st is Monday.
Yeah,
So,
so
yeah,
you have 3 days to get it
Yeah.
from now.
Can someone raid with me? It's got to take less than
Yes.
20 minutes.
So
really
they're also
Ultras.
so Articuno is
Go catch
available till
Pokemon
the
after this.
31st. Then Moltres is available from 31st to August 7th, and then Zapdos is August 7th till
Yeah, so you
August.
have a
Alright,
week
there
to
you
get
go.
the upload.
And
too.
Zapdos, you have to... No, I'm not going to put that rumor out there.
What
You know
is-
Zapdos in the game where you have to go find him? and he, like, comes out and he's like, oh! And you're like, oh!
Is he underneath the car?
No, Zapdos...
That's new.
Zapdos, you have to walk on the map. You have to walk on the map, you find him first, and then you open the map, see where he is, and go to that patch.
Oh yeah, in
He's
X
one
and
of-
Y he was roaming, but it
Yeah,
depends on
roaming,
which
that's the word
starter
for
you
it.
picked.
Yeah.
Because it's weird that way.
And, like, you can't fly to that location, you have to walk there. It's like...
Offensive.
Or in the older games, you had to go into a power plant. So guys, you have to break into a power
Yeah.
plant to get Zapdos. That's the only
I know
way.
where one is.
If kids don't die from getting Zapdos, it's no.
I might
it's
not
not
say
real
that.
Pokemon.
It's a bit political.
All right.
Alrighty.
So
In other Nintendo news.
other Nintendo news.
There's more.
So a former Nintendo employee had a copy of Stadium Events. It was one of the first fitness games that was ever released, and he happened to have a copy lying around that was just still factory sealed. So, it had a limited release in 1987. It's one of the rarest NES games. So he sold it for $41,977.
For
God,
those
understand.
wondering, that's
So
100,744.8 nuggets.
that's a lot of nuggets.
That is a lot of nuggets.
So just out to this person who bought this, I am available just to hang out with.
Yeah. Just
Yeah, if you would like to hang out. With
I
me-
will not touch any of your stuff. I just want to hang
No, I'll
out.
touch your stuff.
No, I want the money, not the stuff.
Wait, what's that? I'm not touching you as a person, just your physical items.
Yeah. And then I'll come over and
I
do
am
this.
free for you to just send me the money and then not interact
Yeah.
with me. Because
We're
that's
looking
what I
for
would like.
sponsors
Yeah.
if you like our content.
That's not a sponsor. That's the sugar daddy.
No, I don't want to even interact at all. Okay, how about this? If you would like to, I'll set up a PO box so people can mail me their credit cards. I'll use it, no questions asked, and then you can just see the purchases they make and just go off that.
Yeah.
Call me.
the only two other instances I can see of this game being sold, there's one that was for about 39,000 that was sold in 2010, and another one in 2005. But besides that, they are
Who is
pretty
buying
damn
these?
rare. I don't know.
Collectors.
Yeah,
they're
it would be collectors.
Who
People
though?
have-
I need their names.
They're rich.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Would it be the
That's
guy
probably
who
the
made Minecraft? He gives me that vibe.
Notch.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or a YouTuber. I bet there's some
YouTuber.
Who's that guy?
Oh, that guy.
That
Yeah,
one
that guy from
collects
YouTube.
all that Nintendo shit.
Oh,
The
right.
completionist.
Oh, yeah.
He has
Yeah,
so
he
much
does.
shit.
Yeah.
No, you know what? You know what? Aaron Hansen has it. It's him. He's bought all three.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. He's like, I need the only 3 copies.
Well,
It sounds like the most boring game, not fans.
Yeah, no, it looks awful.
Yeah.
The only good fitness game is Just Dance. Putting it out there.
Oh, yeah.
It has this weird fitness pad thing, but it's like NES era, so it's terrible. Like
Oh, so it's
everything's
like
terrible about it.
ancient Wii
Yeah,
Fit.
it's ancient. Like it was a fitness game.
Yeah.
It was based as ancient Wii Fit is essentially the.
It's only good if it's Richard Simmons. Like,
Yeah.
but like pixelated.
Oh,
I'd buy that.
yeah.
So we spoke about this a couple of weeks ago. So
Well, we guessed at it.
well, yeah, we did
Yeah.
we took a stab at
Are
it.
we marketing
surprised-
geniuses?
I'm surprised
Wait.
this happened so quickly.
Yeah.
They heard
Well-
it. They heard us talking about that.
Yeah.
Well, they've released it.
Well, all that's happened so far is that they've filed a trademark for the controller, which is exactly what they did for
we
the
should,
other
like,
two.
we haven't actually said what this is yet. We've been very vague.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
is
no.
this?
The
Right.
Nintendo 64 Classic.
There
you
we
are
go.
exactly right.
I am
Chris.
excited because I am willing to pay. Okay, I'm gonna say $150 for this because Nintendo 64s cost $90 anyway.
Yeah.
And mine broke. Look, mine broke, and my controllers broke. The actual Nintendo 64 didn't break, but my controllers broke in the move, and my mum chucked it out. Like, this is like 6 years ago, but I'm
Oh.
still mad.
I'd be mad too. The only way they can make this news better is when they release it. It's not just the grey ones that they've done with the classic and everything.
it
That they
needs
do
to
the
be the cool, transparent purple
or the
ones.
purple one, or the
Yeah.
isn't there a transparent green one?
Yes, there is.
Or the
Multiple
one I had,
The
the blue and
Pikachu.
yellow Pokemon Stadium
Yes.
one. Oh,
God.
I'd suck a dick for that.
Also, please release a cool new age hollow one or pastel pink. Thank you.
Oh.
Give me my aesthetic Nintendo 64. I'll send you my designs.
Yeah.
Actually do that. It'd be great.
I want that.
The big thing about this is that the previous ones haven't had much storage. They've had 30 games on them each.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can name 30 games off the top of my head that I want to play right now. There's so many good games for it. Like, how are
Yeah.
they going to make a succinct list of 30? There were so many sequels. There were so many, like, just solid games
Well,
for
do
this
they
console.
have-
They're
They're
gonna
going
do
to
the
take
best-selling?
the top 50.
So it's
gonna
gonna
be
have
50 at
Ocarina of
least.
Time, Majora's Mask,
Look.
Yeah.
Mario Kart.
I might get it just
64.
for the Zelda
Yeah.
games.
Yeah. Super 64. Will they have Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Snap? Now that's a big question, I think.
I think if they did Pokemon Stadium, the world would scream
Yeah,
and the world
it
would
would be me.
end
Because
from
I
just-
would just lose all productivity because I would just play the mini games over and over again.
Honestly, I want to play Pokemon Stadium right now.
Yeah.
I want to look at my beautiful polygon suns. Because the fighting animation in like Stadium was so good.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was.
Never played.
It was
You're missing out.
It was such
I'm
an
just
emotional
happy.
time
I'm
for
just
my
going to
life.
have an actual NES. And just,
Yeah.
I'll stick with that.
There's also every single Rare game. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. I want it.
Yeah, put those banjos for me, please. I love Banjo
Yes.
Kazooie.
I would love.
GoldenEye 007, that'll be
it
there.
Yes.
has to be there.
Yeah.
Like, it will be platformers again.
Yeah.
It's like it just seems really good, but like at the moment, filing a trademark technically doesn't mean anything,
It means
but it
it,
does
though.
follow a pattern.
It means it.
Yeah.
It follows a pattern.
It's
It-
like when,
I love
it's
how,
like,
like,
when Nintendo
big
like
news.
saying trademarks like weird Pokemon names, and we're like, okay, that's the name. We know.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what could it be? But no, that's the new Pokemon. Those two
Who's
are
the one who
opposite
broke
things.
this news? Like, is there someone at the trademark office being like, hey, guess what Nintendo did? And
No,
they're
I-
like,
Literally,
it's
there's
probably
people
just
that
someone
do
who
that,
just-
though.
Yeah.
At home on their
people
computer.
just troll for
That's
it because it's all like out there in the public. People
Yeah.
just troll for the like, oh, what are these new trademarks that are registered? What are they for? Like,
I swear someone
every-
must have like an app with like an RSS feed of it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
true.
It's like every time there's a new WoW expansion or something, people are
Yeah.
on that immediately.
They
Like
find it
people
so
just do
fast.
it.
Yeah, oh my
it's
God.
you
Like,
can't hide
literally like
anything.
5 minutes and it's like, it's time.
yeah.
We think we've nailed down the next expansion. We don't need any trademarks. It's going to be South Seas cross Old Gods.
Oh yeah, but wasn't there something that actually gave that away?
Is this a WoW
It
thing?
does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a WoW thing.
We're
We won't
talking about
talk-
WoW later.
Okay, I'll stop.
But yeah, basically take this news with a grain of salt, but it's looking pretty positive.
No, you've heard it here first,
Confirmed.
folks.
Heard it here
Nintendo
first.
64 Classic confirmed.
Release dates.
Coming out in pastel.
Release dates next
Next
year.
year.
Next year until Christmas.
End of next year.
Third quarter. I'm saying
Yeah.
third quarter
Third?
next year. Yeah.
I'm
I'm saying third.
Well, didn't
Just
these
to be
last two
contrary.
be yearly? Wasn't there one before
like
this
it's so
year
very
and
wrong.
one
Like, that
this
makes no
year?
sense.
Yeah, I think it's been yearly, so that's yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for the fucking GameCube Classic.
I'm so down.
Are
I
you
love
down?
the GameCube so much.
Guys, I'm
Wii
looking.
Classic.
What you?
I still have my GameCube.
I want the.
Me too.
I
I
want the
have a
Switch
Wii.
Classic
Yeah, please
now.
give me the Switch Classic.
Oh my god.
Switch Classic.
My sister bought the Switch. I'm
just
like,
has
don't
Breath
buy
of the
games.
Wild.
Just buy another set of controllers so we can all play Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Um,
Shit. It looks like Switch parties at your house. I will just buy Zelda and go there.
I mean, I could just bring my Switch down on Friday. That'd be great.
Oh, that's true. You're literally being naughty and thinking, I need to do this.
It's gonna be behind the screen.
So a bit of an interesting story out of the Source Engine. So basically what happened was somebody found a vulnerability in the Source Engine that is pretty huge. So Source Engine, like if you don't know, Counter-Strike Source, Team Fortress 2, Gary's mod, Left 4
Basically,
Dead.
the best PC game.
It's
Yeah,
the best
Left 4
PC
Dead
games.
2, arguably, no, objectively the best game ever made.
So
game.
all of those games use the Source Engine, and all of them are capable of having custom assets in them. So the problem is that you can put in ragdolls for your character, and those work off scripts. Now, if you're good enough at scripting, you can inject a virus into the ragdoll,
Oh.
you kill somebody, it executes the script on their computer, you've hacked their computer using the Source Engine.
Holy
How did people
shit.
find this?
Well, to be fair, the Source Engine's been out for a while.
I was
so
gonna
it's
say-
taken them a while to find
I was gonna
this.
say,
Had a
it's
lot
not
of
how,
time to
it's
play
like, how
with
have they not
this.
done it sooner?
Yeah. It's
Can you
People-
imagine
people
a
touch
movie where
Windows
it's like,
faster.
yeah, I'm just gonna hack his computer. I'm just gonna wait until he's on CS:GO tonight, and they're like, what? This is a heist. You can't just hack someone, and they're just playing a video game. Like, no, here he is. Okay, now it's hacked. Like, that's a heist movie I
Cut
want.
that out, we should make this.
Cut it out. No one's gonna.
I would, if I was to do it, I'd only use the Zeus.
Oh my god.
That's the hack gun. If you died to a Zeus, you deserve to be hacked.
That's fair.
And it's just with a frag gun, isn't it? Is it just with frags?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because that's the because
Did they
the
try
one
it
that
on different
executes the
weapons
specific
first? They're like,
ragdoll.
bang, oh, that didn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, they must
It's
have.
because you need to execute a specific ragdoll, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it's just what their code works
Yeah.
with, and I suppose the frag gun makes them ragdoll more, or
And they
has
would be the
different
perfect people to hack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just saying.
True.
People, yeah.
So
It
luckily,
wasn't CSGO doing the gambling. It was, we got hacked.
Yeah.
It was just off our computers. We didn't run the CSGO gambling ring.
so luckily Valve is pretty on top of it and patched it within the game.
Shockingly, Valve
Yeah.
was on top of something.
So like it could have
Like
been
Sumi gave it.
huge, but it doesn't seem like anybody was actually affected by it. But that's just because
Well, good.
not that
But
we
maybe
know of.
they haven't noticed yet.
Yeah, exactly. So who knows?
Because the smart thing would be to gain access to the person's stuff and then wait.
Yeah.
You know?
So
Wait, if they fix the patch now, those people that got hacked, they would still be hacked, wouldn't they?
I think
yes.
so. Because as long as they get all the I assume that they would try and get the payment information. I don't know exactly what they were doing. But I assume if they just pulled their payment information, that's the goal. But
Yeah, I would guess that after they've been hacked, it's no longer relies on CSGO
Yeah.
or Source
Yeah.
or anything like that.
they already have all the
Yeah.
information they need to connect.
a lot of good hackers will try and maintain an open connection to the computer and then kind of try and do stuff. Or, whether the hack was to immediately steal all their stuff or ransomware or whatever it would be.
I sure hope
but
that the hackers watching
if
my
not-
computer like how much Ark I've been playing, or just conspiracy videos on YouTube.
Just the conspiracy videos. Are you being hacked from CSGO?
Guy on the other end is sweating.
So a new fan-made private server for WoW came out called
Yeah,
Filmist.
another one.
It was great.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. I played it the whole time it was out.
Yeah.
I did.
So was this
But it wasn't out for long.
what's the word?
So-
Like that other one?
So it was a
Nostalrius?
legacy server.
Yeah, that's the word.
yeah,
a legacy
legacy.
server.
Yeah.
What's a legacy server for those
So-
who don't know?
So they
Basically.
have lots of expansions in WoW, and
Okay, you got it.
objectively, the best expansion and best time to end it is BC, but a lot of people say it's Warlock, which is Wrath of the Lich King. And so that's sort of it. Like they'll just take it back, and it's only up to Wrath of the Lich
Well,
King,
this
and not
one's
the
the
extra.
Burning Crusade.
Yeah, so that was not a legacy server.
No, yes, it was.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
Burning Crusade. I thought,
Yeah.
Not Legion.
I was just like Legion. That means Legion.
No. Just because
It
they're
does,
exactly the
but-
same
yeah.
thing. But yeah, basically, so what happened is, so this was a server that was basically just
And I'm right.
time
Objectively,
freeze.
the Burning Crusade is the best expansion.
So it's like a time freeze of what it was like back then, because a lot of people are like, oh, the game was so much better
It's a
back
good
then.
nostalgia thing.
So
But
the,
it's stealing.
so basically, what happened?
But is
Yeah.
Because technically that's the game we bought. If you bought the game during Burn... Well, okay, I won't get into that.
Yeah, but we'll save that because I have a lot of discussion
I'm
for this.
sure.
But we'll basically, it was shut down within 5 hours. It was like Blizzard was on it. They just yep. Apparently the guy spent 4 years of work on it.
Yeah, this one dude.
Yeah. So Blizzard are notorious for doing this. It's happened several times,
Yeah.
and they are well within their rights too, but we'll talk about that in a moment. But this was, it's 4 years work from the guy. He wanted to fly under the radar. He's like, look, we're capping it at 3,000 people, so it'll be a nice, tight-knit little community.
So there was a snitch.
Well, what happened was, major news outlets caught wind of it, and advertised it for them, essentially. And so a lot more people went on than they were expecting, and that caught Blizzard's attention.
Okay. First of all, he knew he was being shady because he was trying to fly under the radar. Second of all, don't put 4 years. I'm sad. I'm sorry that happened to you. That you put 4 years of work into something. But also, don't put 4 years of work into something that is not your own property and that it's going to get taken down. Blizzard is working on legacy servers. Believe them. Believe them. The tweets.
No.
The tweets. I believe it.
I
will
wish
continue
I had
with my
one.
argument. I have fought with people about this. They are wasting their money if Blizzard does not put out legacy servers. You are losing money to third-party people that are literally parasites of your game. Blizzard, you need to just put them out because, like Legion was not that good.
No, I really enjoyed Legion. I'm still
I
enjoying
enjoyed Legion, but I didn't enjoy it enough to stay for longer than a month because I had stopped playing WoW and I came back because I had faith. And yeah, and now I'm done again.
Well, games that have been running as long as this one, like RuneScape's a good example. Old school RuneScape is currently just as popular, if not more popular,
it is definitely
than
more
RuneScape
popular
3.
now. Only really low tier people play RuneScape 3, to be honest.
So it's like it makes sense for them to do it, but here's the thing:
Objectively not as good. They made weird changes. Okay, I guess it's subjective, but still.
We're not here to talk about Legion.
I'm not talking about Legion. I'm talking about RuneScape.
Oh, RuneScape.
Yeah.
I don't care about RuneScape.
RuneScape 3 is worse than old school.
I wouldn't know. I didn't play.
So
Don't look at me like that.
Like
No, I thought it's. Oh, how dare you, Chris? Get out.
So like Blizzard hasn't expressed an interest in having legacy servers. Every time they've been asked, they're like, "Look, we'll see."
Not.
Well, like Blizzard at BlizzCon has completely said, "No, we don't think there's enough interest," and people have been trying to prove them wrong.
For that big debacle.
It was actually after Nostralis.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, for those of you that don't know, Nostralis was a big case that happened a while ago. It was basically the exact same thing. It was a massive server for vanilla World of Warcraft before any expansions came out. They released it. Blizzard shut them down. There was a big thing because it was really popular. But at the end of the day, Blizzard owns the trademark for their game.
I think that they're making a mistake by not making legacy servers because lots of people do want it. Obviously, the way that their numbers people are seeing it is that they're like, well, it's not the 8 million, 10 million that are playing.
A lot less now, but yeah.
That's when I was playing. But there's not enough people for them to warrant it, which is stupid. I think that they should cater to the maybe 10 to 100k people that want to. And because if they actually make them official, I think a lot more people will do it.
Just make
it
one
separate
server for each zone. One Oceanic.
One
Oceanic, maybe 3 North American. A Brazilian,
I thought you meant one vanilla, one BC. I was like, no, it needs to be 3 of each.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem as well, because where do they do it? Do they do we're just doing classic WoW
I think they start with vanilla and then release them more, and you perhaps get to pick which one. And it is an additional payment, and that's a choice you need to make. That's what I think.
But why should that brings up an argument. If someone bought World of Warcraft when Burning Crusade was current content, why should they go back and pay for Burning Crusade again?
Well, they're going back to pay for
the game they already bought.
Servers, but they did not pay for legacy servers because I assumed that it would keep up with optimization and other little bits.
I mean, assuming that they just released Burning Crusade, the final update before Wrath of the Lich King hits, if they release that final version, it's all bug fixed, it's all
I don't think
balanced.
Because it was not bug fixed in the final update.
As close to the best it could be.
I think that because it's a server, it needs to be managed, and they need to still update things. In a similar way that old school RuneScape for years still did.
Well, the thing I have to say is, if people are playing on the thing is, they're not playing
I'm
on
not saying
2 servers
it
at
should
the
be
same
a
time.
$15 thing.
Oh, no.
I'm saying that it should maybe be a $5 thing.
Well, I think it should be covered by a regular WoW subscription, because they're going to get more people subscribing, and if you're playing on this server, you're not also at the same time playing on the other server, so they need less server space.
You're saying about the numbers people look at, it's we don't have enough people playing WoW who want this.
Well,
what about all the people who are not playing WoW that you don't have the numbers on?
But my point of the whole thing, my other like the way I see it from their eyes is like, would you want? Because I wouldn't want somebody to be like, hey, I actually like this work in progress of your print better. Can you sell me that? I would be like, what the hell? No. Like, that's offensive. And like, would you like a lower iteration of your game that had some problems that you wanted to fix and then you fixed in, Whatlock?
I mean, but that's a completely different thing, though. Because even once Wrath of the Lich King came out, it completely changed the rest of the game as well. Different stat stuff and all that. Personally thinking, like, if I created a game and someone said that they preferred an older version, I mean, if I was in Blizzard's situation, I'd work towards getting them that, if that's what people want.
But think of it this way, you finished a piece of art, but then you revisited it a year later and remade it, and people are like, well, I prefer the old version to this art than the new version that you just made, so I want to buy the old version instead of buying the new one that you believe is better.
The old version.
You wouldn't sell them the old version?
No, because I feel like the way that I would want it is it's a progression. And that if they want the old version, I will charge them a commission price, to be honest.
Even if it's already done.
Yeah.
Next topic.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Sorry, I haven't played WoW ever.
Yeah, no,
so
that's
that's why I'm
it's-
really, really quiet.
Yeah.
And I can't be like, hey, as a layman, can you explain it? Like,
Yeah.
there's gonna be people who listen WoW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Castlevania.
Oh,
Castlevania.
we're up to that now.
Yeah.
Cool. So, oh my god, they did it. They made something that's not a game based off a game that's actually good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is the thing that never happens. But basically, a dude, I forgot his name,
Ada?
created...
Is it Ada?
I'm just gonna pull
Is
it up
this
here.
Netflix?
Yes. Adi
It's so
Shankar. I'm sorry, I probably just butchered your name.
Adi. Yeah, it's Adi.
Yeah.
Adi Shankar. Is what I
But
was
basically, he
calling
made a 4-episode anime style series with Netflix based off Castlevania 3, and it was absolutely great.
Yeah.
Why can't they do that for movies?
I
Anime.
just realized
Vampire.
when I
Daddy.
when,
much.
when I watched
trying
like
to
when I
next
saw
topic,
it,
right.
I'm like, oh, is the cinematics in Castlevania? Didn't realize that Castlevania was so pixely.
Yeah, did you see
Didn't
Yeah.
realize the gameplay was that.
the little thumbnail for it on Netflix is now like a screenshot from the game.
That's so
Great.
cute.
Yeah.
I really like this setting is the same, and they rip things directly from the game, which is what we need instead of interpreting.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a 10 out of 10, to be honest. I really liked it. There's gonna be a second season.
Yeah.
Of course, 'cause
There's
this one's so
they're doing
double.
a
It's
second
8
season, 8
now?
episodes,
Yeah. Whereas it was 4.
which is going to be great because the 4 episodes that they had were just there wasn't enough. I really wanted a
Yeah,
lot more.
but it was very clearly a test.
Yes,
and now
that's true.
Adi is signed on to do Assassin's Creed series.
Yeah, so he's doing season 2 of Castlevania.
Mhm.
He is currently working on a similar show, same style for Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I believe they're in pre-production now.
Yes, I believe so. Which will be really good because
Like official pre-production.
there have been Assassin's Creed shorts
yeah,
before,
and there's also been that terrible movie.
and then there was that movie that we don't talk about.
Yeah.
But,
Which one? There's so many.
The most recent one, I believe.
Wait, there was another one.
Not for Assassin's Creed,
No.
just video game movies. Like,
Just video game movies in general. But, so he's working on that currently, and I'm really looking forward to that. And he also has
He's
been making
expressed
noise
interest. Yeah.
about working with... Who
Metroid.
made Metroid? I was trying to find them
That's
people.
too hard for me.
Anyway, but he's looking at doing a Metroid one as well with a really dark
Which works
style
real nice
and
with
setting.
the Metroidvania.
Of course.
No, I think that it's unrealistic to expect a Metroid one because Nintendo is not going to release him that. But it would be lovely if they did.
Yeah.
I think because they're releasing Nintendo has announced Metroid Prime 4 for the Nintendo Switch. having this as well would just be
It would be
absolutely
great.
great.
It would be a very smart move on Nintendo's part, but I don't think that Nintendo
But this is
that
Nintendo
smart.
we're talking about. so-
Yeah, like I love you, but also please move into this century.
Yeah.
But
You know,
I still can't quite put my finger on what Castlevania did right that so
it
many
stuck to the
movies have done
game.
wrong in
and
the
it
past.
gave like sort of a good. I don't know how it did it, but it really did feel like it was there.
I think it's possibly because it was animated.
Like
No.
yeah,
I
the-
think because we're so used to playing these games, let's take Mario for
Yeah.
example, and the terrible Super Mario movie.
But
the Mario
it
games
does,
and the
especially in the
movies completely
style
different.
that the style, the way the characters were drawn and stuff, it does give you still a similar amount of freedom to imagine what the character fully looks like as an actual human, which I think obviously when there's an actor, a human actor, that's
I mean,
what
that-
they look
that's
like
their
now.
face.
I think the two things that it definitely did right, well, three things. Being animated was
Yeah.
definitely a good step, because it's like exactly what you said. It gives you some degree of you can also just do outlandish things without having a massive budget.
That'll explain why I really enjoyed the Warcraft movie too, because most of that was animated.
Yeah. And it's when you have things that are live action like that, they end up being big budget, and when they're
Because
big
they
budget,
have to.
Well, and when they're big budget, they don't want to take risks, so they Hollywoodize it to death. So they're like, here's a formula
Yeah,
we know
that's
works,
true.
because we're spending a lot of money on it, we're going to make it like every single other movie, but it's loosely based around this game.
And then it doesn't work for any audience.
Yeah.
Also, they're also more likely to put people of colour in the show because they're like, well, we don't have to pay a person of colour, we'll just get a white actor to voice them, but at least their representation is there.
So,
Is it real?
No.
Also, making it a TV show was much better. It just works, but video games to
Honestly,
TV shows works
Yeah,
better than
I
to
will
movies,
always
honestly.
argue that video games and books should always be made into TV shows. Please make it a TV show so we can, really just work to put the details in. Because I always say, imagine if they had made Game of Thrones a movie.
Oh god, it'd be the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
they couldn't.
No, you
No,
couldn't.
that's-
Or
absolutely.
even just putting one book into a movie, that's still
Yeah.
only an hour and a half.
I
2
think
hours.
the only book that really worked as a movie is The Hunger Games, because that's
Yeah.
the length. That's
Yeah,
the length of a
that's
novel.
true.
It really did fit. It did.
It fit everything that you needed in. The
Harry
only thing-
Harry Potter was really good though.
Yeah, but Harry Potter's that thin too.
I
And
know.
also the thicker books, they left out a lot of stuff.
They did, and they left out a lot of character development.
I know, so am I. But they were still good
Especially
movies.
Georgia can't talk about
They
it.
were still good movies in their own
They were
right.
still
Yeah.
very good, and
But they're very
especially
much
the first
AUs.
couple were enchanting to me. But,
Aha, magic puns.
but as it progressed, it did lose that, and because they didn't have the time, they had to put all of the actiony, fighty bits in to progress the plot. They didn't have time to just walk around Hogwarts showing me cool magic, and that's I would have just watched that.
Yeah.
The third thing is that they stuck to the games, by the way. I said
Yeah.
the things in name 2, and I was like, oh wait, the third thing is they stuck
Yeah.
to the game.
Yeah, that's what
We
I
don't
was
know how to
saying. They
count,
stuck to
so-
the game.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because it is directly based off Castlevania 3. I very
Yeah.
much hope that the second season just continues the
I
story.
think it will.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nice.
spoiler alert, they kind of just walked off into the sunset with a vampire in tow, so...
You just fucking nearly toppled.
Yeah,
death.
that was like...
Yeah.
Don't do
You're
that.
not.
Whatever you did, don't do that.
Yes. I will avoid that. Also, they didn't get Uwe Boll to direct it. And
Yes.
that's always a good
It's a
decision.
good start.
Yeah.
Do you wanna?
Just remove Uwe Boll from video games. Don't let it. He hasn't done one in ages.
remove
He
it.
made the shitty movies.
Oh,
everywhere.
okay.
Yeah, he made the Far Cry movie, the Postal movie, Alone in the Dark, and House of the Dead.
I would
They're
like
all
to say that I
terrible.
did not even know there was a Far Cry movie.
Yeah.
Neither did I,
me
And I think
neither.
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's representative of how well it did.
The reason that we haven't gotten any good video game movies in such a long time is because Uwe Boll set
He's
such
selfish.
a bad precedent
He's
for
selfish and took them all, first
Yeah.
of all. That's a lot of video
That's
game
true.
movies for somebody to be making.
it. That was only a list of a couple. He's done more.
He's like,
Just
I'm
games
the
are
only
too
gamer,
long.
by the way. Yeah.
Games are too long to put into a movie. I think they work well as a TV
Yeah.
show because there are a lot of parts into games that you, like, go into.
Yeah, and like just the sense of like the freedom to explore, like the director and stuff has more freedom to explore the areas that that are included in the game, like in a game.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know,
Also, people will watch TV better, more than they
exactly,
watch
and
a
it's
movie
just
now.
easier.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
like.
true. It's much easier to
Yeah.
binge a TV series than a
Yeah.
movie series.
Like a movie, like, I'll get back to it later, but TV shows are like, I'll chip away at it. And then you
Yeah.
binge.
Chip
Plus,
away.
like, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like you say, oh, I'll just watch a few episodes, and then you end up binging.
yeah, but it's just humans are weird. That we're like, no, yeah, this is fine. I'm not wasting a lot of time because I'm just watching an episode. You
Yeah.
watch 6. And
You're like,
yes, I could have watched 2 movies in this time.
Yeah, but, like,
But
it's more digestible, I feel.
Yeah, and but because it has a resolution in each
Yeah.
little episode, you
Um,
just
Have you
well,
not watched
if-
Game of Thrones?
okay. Well, I
Aw.
am actually struggling with Game of Thrones now because I'm like, what's happening?
That's fair.
Because I was like, I know what's happening now.
Yeah, like-
just more and more throughout the series. What is happening? No.
I-
Okay, this is not going to become a
No,
Game of
yeah.
Thrones podcast.
Yeah. So,
Go check out my Game of Thrones podcast,
You have one.
George of Thrones.
George of Thrones! Yes!
so last week we didn't talk about Overwatch. I know,
What did I miss?
I went back to edit it and I was like, we didn't talk about Overwatch. This
remedy
week,
that.
We're
I
gonna
would like to
slot
just.
this in.
I would like to. You know what? You go first, but I have a little bit of Overwatch news that I need to talk about. That's more important than anything anybody here could say. Sorry,
Okay.
It's
So-
going to be something really stupid.
So
that's
the
offensive.
The only thing that I have to
That's
say about
true.
Overwatch is Blizzard released this new thing and it had a bunch of gameplay and some characters had different guns that didn't match the skins they were using, and so people think that there's going to be customizable weapon skins. Gabby, I think you know more about this.
I just saw it and
so-
I'm like, either the developers have a little meme going on and it's just for them and it's just for, you know,
No.
playtesting, or it's gonna happen and if you charge me the same amount as a normal fucking skin for a weapon skin, I'm going to
had-
come for you, Jeff!
It had better be a thing because I get so annoyed opening the weapon skins and only seeing a golden gun.
Yeah, oh,
They have
that
a whole
menu
menu
is
there.
there. Yeah, I think it's gonna, okay, now that I remember that,
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels right.
it feels right, and also, you know, there's only so much unlockable stuff they have right now,
Yeah.
and to add more into an unlockable thing would
Adding
be
what
just
is
makes
essentially a whole
sense.
new category of stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Also, to be fair, the main thing that you see while you play is not your character's skin,
Yeah.
it's the weapon skin. It's
Yeah.
the main thing that's on half
I
of
think
the
so,
screen.
yeah.
And I'm like, show me that shiny
Also,
gold.
please give me more things to dupe. Please give me more dupes.
Yeah.
But you know, just like it's easier if you don't want to give Reaper a full pink skin. Like everybody wants to give him full pink guns. Then
Yeah,
you
like,
know, just like you can make a lot of more like crowd demanding just recolors because then it's like, yeah, have this. We're sorry, we're not making this Reaper
Also-
skin. Even though I'm like, please just give it to me.
yeah.
But you know what I mean?
Someone else has already modded that, and you can just
I'll
do it.
main Reaper if you do it.
Like,
There's
you
not
know
enough
that.
Reaper mains.
Yeah. There's not enough Reaper mains.
This is legitimately there's like 2. Okay, mine.
Yeah.
So, at San Diego Comic Con,
There we go.
several people were paid to be cosplayers, and this model, his Instagram is caviar_blue, BLUE. I mean,
Oh my
EU.
god.
You know, like the fancy word of blue. He cosplayed Doomfist, and he looks so good. Everybody, please check it out. Literally, this is the
That
best.
is a pretty good. That's really
I,
good.
Wasn't he paid by Blizzard
No, yeah,
specifically?
he is.
Yeah.
He is paid. He's
He's
a paid
official by
cosplayer.
Blizzard.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Yeah.
like
He's a model.
It's so good.
I showed
and
that
he's
to
having
my friend.
so much fun with it as well.
Oh, I showed that to my friend, and she just instinctively said "daddy,"
Yeah.
so it worked.
Yeah, there's if you go to his Instagram, that's caviar_blue. There's a photo of him with a baby Reaper, and it's adorable.
That's great.
Anyway, that's my Overwatch news.
That was some good news.
It is. they hired a hot model to do
Yeah.
something excellent.
So, do you know what? Or something else we didn't talk about last week.
What?
Didn't get the opportunity to. We didn't talk about some Dream Daddies.
Oh yeah, because
So
It
Delays.
wasn't released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose the first thing before we go into all of us here have played Dream Daddy. There are spoilers
major
coming up.
spoiler.
Yeah.
But
We're
before,
gonna just talk about the game a little bit in general
Yeah.
first before we spoil.
Well,
we
even-
have
No,
to.
but
Yeah.
like I feel like spoiler warning.
Spoiler
just
warning
straight
now.
up. I can't
Yeah.
promise I will not
Yeah,
blurt
if
out
something
stuff.
happens, it's your fault for listening.
Yeah.
Just give us a like now. Hit us up on all our shit.
Yeah. Go play the game.
Go play Dream.
Pay the developers.
Yeah.
Buy it on Steam. It's like what?
It's
17.
$15.
Yeah. USD. So it's about
Yeah.
20 here.
Yeah. 17.
17.
It was for me.
So before we talk about our experiences playing it, let's talk about what happened with Dream Daddy coming
Well,
up to
we
its
talked
launch.
about it a little bit last week,
Yeah,
but there
went
was
into it.
some major game-breaking bugs
Yeah.
right at the crunch time, right before release, and they were like, "We're not releasing it. We're gonna hold it."
And then they waited a week.
yeah,
And that
they
was
waited
last
a full
week.
week.
And then when they went to release it, Steam basically held them
Yeah.
on for
Yeah.
ransom. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, we're talking about it a little bit. When it was happening. Is it homophobia?
That's why there's no cold ending. Steam's like, no!
Imagine though.
No, I don't think Steam held it for that reason. Like, there was a back-end reason, like something
Yeah,
to do with
but
Steam,
the
that
thing
Steam was
is-
holding it and they
The
could
thing
do
is,
nothing
it
about it.
had a Steam store page for so long.
And it had a countdown, and
Yeah.
it was pre-approved.
Like,
Yeah.
it was pre-approved. It was on the Steam store.
And there
Yeah.
was, like, seemingly no reason in the bureaucracy that it was held. Like,
Yeah.
the fact
Yeah.
that they were so baffled means something is going on.
Yeah, it was just weird.
I think it might have just been a problem because they had the countdown, then the countdown stopped and it was just like coming soon, and then there was like, I think it was just something on the back end of Steam
Say
because it
the
got
tweets
delayed
that the
so
developers
much
were
and they had
making-
to...
The tweet, if you followed them, something weird was going on. It wasn't just like, we're having a little bit of technical problems because
It
of
was-
the goof.
It
Yeah.
was
It
something's
was a
not happening.
separate issue. Where they were just like waiting for emails from Steam. Like there was
Yeah.
a lot of like a long time they were like,
That's what I
we're so
mean.
sorry. Steam is doing something, but they
Yeah.
weren't like dobbing.
And then Steam's like,
Yeah.
nah, fam.
Don't
no
want-
dads
don't
for
want
you.
those dads.
Yeah. So,
Gaben, we will sue you.
Yeah, I'm actually.
But we
suing
don't have to
David.
because eventually it did
did
release.
come out,
Yeah,
and
I'm
it's
still suing them for emotional distress.
What time did it come out eventually?
Oh, I was actually online when it came out. Because it all popped up while I was playing Ark, and I abandoned my friends to play it.
I'll check.
Yeah, I'm
'cause it
pretty sure it came out at like 3 or 4 in the morning Australia time.
Alright.
On which day?
On
The Thursday? The day after? Because it was Wednesday, wasn't
no,
it? They're
it was.
supposed to?
It may have been. It would have been Friday morning then,
Friday morning? Okay.
because it was.
Alright.
It was the day after the Ark thing, and that was on Thursday, wasn't it? Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Oh, we have art meetups.
No, I'm thinking of different stuff.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
You
So-
just seem confused about the art thing. Why am I not invited?
Invite me.
So Dream Daddy, how did you guys find it? What happened?
I love it so much. It actually made me laugh, and I almost fell off
Yeah.
my chair because of some of the jokes. It's so well
But,
written.
like, honestly, I really did hype it up. I really did in my mind.
I
was like,
hyped it up
yes,
too,
yes,
and it was
yes.
exactly what I wanted.
It was, and it was honestly met my expectations a little better.
Yeah.
It was just the jokes were, well, like they were tasteful jokes, and
Yeah.
they were wholesome, fun memes, and then I was like, oh, suddenly the things are sexual.
It wasn't just it
That's the
surprised
way I
you with
wanted
how
it.
homely it was
Yeah.
and how real they're written.
It was
Oh my
like
god,
that.
every
Also,
wholesome.
Amanda's my
character-
daughter.
Yes, I have a thing to talk about that with
Yeah,
my
we'll talk
experience.
Amanda. Do we want to go through every daddy and our impressions of it, and then Amanda, and then talk about our
Well, my
Dreamiest
thing
daddy?
is, like, even the secondary characters
Oh, good.
were so, like, realistic.
Like quizzical.
Pablo
Yeah.
is my fave.
Yeah.
Pablo is great. The Quizmaster / Trivia Master / DJ / tour guide. I don't know. I probably missed something.
But yeah,
He's great.
I
Yeah.
love them all. except for Mary, who I don't know.
I understand where Mary's coming from.
I am saving my Joseph playthrough.
Yeah.
So, just so everyone's clear that I have not yet played that.
Yeah.
So, but you can spoil it for me, it's fine.
Oh, no,
Wait,
just
I
because
think
it's
you
obvious
see
she's
the
in a
best
failing
of
Mary.
Mary during what's his name?
Roberts. Yeah.
Well, I have a story to tell about my Robert experience.
Oh, you fucked Robert first, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
can't
that's
romance
That's
him.
what I did on my first playthrough.
Yeah.
I did go back and
Yeah, well, here's
to
the
a
thing.
to a save.
Here's the thing. So that happened. This is why we get deep into the spoilers now. I'm going to talk about Robert for a little bit because I need to.
Do we want to go in order?
No, I need to talk about Robert first.
We'll start
Okay,
with
we'll go Robert,
and
yeah.
then we'll go on to
Oldest
Robert.
first.
Hey.
Okay, so here's the thing. I called it that he was voiced by Danny, and I had to mentally get over that, but I have. But I fucked Robert on the first night. I was like, yes. But the thing is, I had already decided before the game came out that I was going for Robert. Robert was the one for me. But then I fucked him on the first night, and that actually locks the romance part. And I'm like, wow, he's just leaving me on read and then calling me in the night for sex.
Yeah, no, the second night I
And-
just left him on red.
No, I didn't. I was like, I am determined to make this happen. And I just fucked him 4 times. That's all I did.
You can fuck him 4 times.
Yeah, because the first night and then 3 dates. The dates are just fucking... Anyway.
I only fucked him once. I'm a fool.
Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Anyway. Obviously, I was like, oh my god. And I was like Googling it, like, why does Robert hate me?
Yeah.
And, like, stuff like that. But I'm actually super happy that that was my first playthrough. Because I spent all of my time focusing on all of the Amanda stuff. And I'm like, I'm the world's best dad.
Yeah.
And I love all
Aw.
of Amanda's stuff. And, you know, obviously there's more that happens when you go on the dates and everything. But still, I'm like, this is the best, and I love Amanda.
We need to talk about Amanda's stuff because I
Yeah.
think,
We're getting there.
yeah.
But that's why
Who,
I'm real
yeah,
happy that I fucked up Robert.
Daddy's first.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's next?
So I
What do you guys want to talk about, Robert?
Like,
Oh yeah, Robert! I
yeah.
love Robert.
Yeah.
I love Robert's actual thing,
Yeah.
and I fucked up his third date because there's a specific order you have to do the con. Just telling you.
okay.
Yeah, no, I did. I'll admit.
I went back
because
and onto YouTube, and I was in my bed like,
Ah!
oh fuck.
No, because my first playthrough I fucked Robert on the first night.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just want to do this now. So I did a guide for Robert, but it was still great because this is great. The developers did a bang on job with making all these characters
Yeah.
just great. I can't think of another word.
They're
I
just
was
real people.
Fantastic, real people.
They're real, and but they're excellent people.
I'm
Their
still not
flaws
fully
are
sure
still
whether Robert
excellent.
believes in cryptids.
Yes.
Well, like
I feel like it's yes.
Robert was the only person that I romanced, so I only did a Robert playthrough. So
He straight up heisted my dad.
well,
This is
so-
mine.
He's really fun though.
yeah. So what happened was I did 2 dates with Robert and 2 dates with Matt, and I was like trying to decide which one I wanted.
You know,
to do
you can
because
just
I
go
wanted-
back into a save and go back
Yeah, I
and
know, but
romance.
Georgia played after me, and
Oh.
so all my
But
saves
he
were
did
removed.
not tell me.
Yeah, no, I know.
Oh.
I
So
didn't
he
tell
did
you.
mine.
You
It's-
can.
it's my
I
own
delete
fault.
my saves as because how I played is I would get up to a question and I want the eggplant emoji.
Oh my
Of
god,
course.
I was doing that in maths. I was like, no, that's wrong. Go back.
Yeah, yeah. And also some of the answers I just wanted to see what the joke was. Because it does that thing where it has the answer and then it has the joke.
Yeah.
And it's a lot in Craig's and I just
Yeah.
wanted to see what people say. So I've thoroughly played this game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the reason why I ended up picking Robert was just because all the cryptid stuff and all of that, and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is awesome. This
He
is
was
great.
just trying to date me.
Real.
That's yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so Robert was the only one that I did. I did plan on going back and doing more, just going back to before I did the 3rd date and then trying out some of the other dads. But then Georgia, I didn't tell her not to, but she
Also,
played
it's my
and
game.
yeah, exactly. She played and removed the saves, and I was like, I kind of don't want to go through the start again, so I just didn't end
Also,
up
that's
playing
my
more.
game. He didn't buy it.
Yeah, I did.
Hold out. Ryan hasn't bought the game.
I have not bought the game.
Can you
How-
support the developers, please?
Yeah.
Come on.
So, the thing about the game also, I didn't have high expectations from it just because, Game Grumps Association, I guess. But like playing
Producing
through it,
association.
like playing through it, like the game was genuinely funny.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
really great.
Okay, wait. Next daddy. Oh, do you have thoughts on Robert?
I've been saying.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
next daddy is my favorite daddy. Favorite daddy of all time. I was hyped up to play him, and he's the hottest, and I'm first over. Craig!
Yes!
Woo! Craig is the best fucking thing about this
Yes,
game.
he is.
Okay, I literally lost my shit and ran to my roommates when it got to the marinara sauce as a smoothie fucking story from college.
Yeah.
I literally screamed, it's basically a smoothie, bro. I'm like,
It's true though. It's excellent. One thing I'm mad about, the cannonball thing in, the waterfall.
Yeah.
That's how you get that achievement. You have to keep going. And I'm like, I want to make him mad.
I will go back and do that
yeah,
because
no,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna go
realize
back
that's
and
one
get
of
the
the secret
achievement.
ones.
Yeah.
So how many
I
do you
did-
have to do?
You have to do it until you get the achievement.
Oh,
I don't know
Craig.
how many it is.
Craig's like,
I am tired and cold.
Like,
Let me go.
like I did just like one after he stopped, and he's like, no, we need.
Yeah,
God
I
damn
was
it,
like,
Craig, you must be
no,
fun.
I'm gonna show him how adventurous and exciting
Yeah.
I am. And then it's like, can we please go? I'm like really cold. And I'm like, oh my god.
get back in
I'm
the
losing
water.
him.
Yeah.
No.
I thought we were fucking.
I love how, like, okay, so you know how anyone you play at the end it has their, like, unlocked outfit?
Yes.
Yeah.
The pinup.
In Craig's, he's not shirtless and I was disappointed.
That's fair.
That's fair, he just rocks up and he's like, hey, bros. And everyone's like, why are you in his underwear? Like,
I was so annoyed that even right at the end, you got the good ending, and they're still calling each other bros. Like, oh,
I like that, it's
love
cute.
that.
I like it.
I
It
was
just
like,
got
bro.
a bit much for
Bro,
me.
that's all I wanted though.
Bro.
Like literally, that's what I wanted
I'm-
from him
I'm-
because he was already too attractive.
It's gonna be just like to prove to how annoying it is. I'm just gonna call you bro from here on.
That's
Bro.
fine. I'm into it, bro.
Bro.
Like you think I want bro?
Bro, I love you, bro. Have you seen? I love all the memes of like, you want a little kissy, bro? A little kissy, little kissy on the lips, bro. I just love Craig so much, and he's such a good dad. I'm so
He
proud of
is.
him. Also,
But he's
he
so
was
relatable.
fucking stressed.
Yes, so
Yeah.
relatable.
Oh my god, poor baby.
Stressed out.
But also like gorgeous man.
Yeah,
Also, the most fan fictiony hookup.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, I
Old
love Craig so
college
much.
friend.
Also, I
Happens
saved
to
him
be
to last.
neighbours.
And also,
Camping.
you go camping, one sleeping bag is
Yeah,
literally
it's
like.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't think
accidentally.
you forgot it.
I don't think. No, my dad wouldn't have forgotten.
That or Amanda stole it from the car.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay, so the next one.
I could see that
Amanda was
happening.
the ultimate shipper.
There is a bunch where Amanda's like, can you just hang out with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Craig. Who's
I love
next?
him. Do Matt.
Yeah, Matt's next.
Matt, I love Matt.
I love Matt. I have been burned.
Oh,
I got 2 S's and a B.
you have to get all. I failed the game, the first thing, and I love the song in
You
it.
failed the.
Yeah, this song's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The song is DVP by Pup. Please look it up. I've been
It's
listening to
great.
the whole album on Spotify. Holy
Oh, it's
fucking
on Spotify?
it's so good. The whole album's like that. It's very
Oh.
It's
punk.
great. It's
Yeah,
very
I'm
great.
into
Also, I
it.
really liked that they made a little Mystery Skulls reference.
Yeah,
in
the-
record store.
yeah.
I was like, hey,
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
liked that song.
The weed joke, so good. Oh my god, I was losing my shit because he was the first one I romanced. Because I'm like, yeah, my dad's fucking awkward. Of course, he's gonna be like this handsome man who's also awkward.
Yeah.
Also loves my puns and called me babe.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
like-
just like, he was really good.
Yeah.
I liked it, but one thing I didn't like because I did fine at the crowd one, the moshing.
I
game.
failed it the first time, but I
That
went
was-
back and redid it.
I did it on my first try. I beat it.
Yeah.
I don't know
but-
how I
I got
failed.
pushed off the edge.
Oh, I didn't realize you could.
Yeah, well.
Oh.
In world, you got smashed into a wall and just like pulverized.
Shit.
Oh.
Also, you
but
did
the
die.
piano one. So did you
Great.
guys do the scar bit?
Huh?
Were you at open mic? Did you
Oh,
do that?
oh my god, I thought that
What
was an
was
actual
that?
mini game. I thought that was an actual mini game. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know how to do
Okay,
it.
so
But apparently,
it wasn't. No, it's just
I
nothing?
don't think it is.
No, you always get the same result.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, what is happening?
Also, Beam Me Up Scotty is also on my Spotify. No, I'm joking.
Low key, let's make it.
Scotty, yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the weird line and its Lucian and it's just so
Yeah.
fun. Ties the town together
Yeah.
And I know it's probably like an asset saver and a writer, but
Yeah,
also
but
it
I
does feel like a
liked it.
township.
It feels like a small little like
Yeah.
this is the area. This is what we do.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sad in Matt's fruit you don't talk to his daughter more.
Yeah, but I
That's
really
true.
liked how Amanda became such good friends with her.
Yeah, Amanda's
Like,
good with all the kids.
These are sisters now.
Yeah.
We're married. These are sisters. That's what
That
it was
happens
like.
in Brian's as well.
Yeah, I was going to say Brian.
Yeah, I think we'll go to Brian next.
Alright.
Okay, I have a lot of feelings because I played it last night. I spent half an hour trying to do the stupid fish game. It is badly designed.
What?
That's my true fucking sense. They all look too similar.
I mean, I think that's the point.
No!
I mean,
You're
wasn't
gonna
it
make a
mentioned-
Candy Crush game, put them different colors.
It's
I know
like-
you want them
it's-
realistic,
You, oh, what am I talking to you? It wasn't you didn't play.
but
Yeah,
it's
but
not...
no, isn't it actually mentioned? It's like, oh my god, they all look the same.
I know,
Maybe.
but it
I
would have been
believe
a
it. I
funnier
think it
joke
is.
if they didn't look all the same.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's because of the realism, but in a way, it's really
A little
it's-
jarring.
it's not just jarring. It's really bad for people who don't have good vision.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the word that I'm thinking, but like it's not good for impaired vision and like
Yeah.
But I got 10 away from getting the achievement, and I was
Oh my
like,
god. I would literally be crying.
I did cry, and then I kept playing about 10 more fucking rounds, didn't get it, so I gotta go back. The only reason I'm gonna replay is to get the achievements.
Brian
That's
is.
fair.
He made my dad feel so uncomfortable. I do not know the attraction to him as a person because he like gives up really, and it's like incidental, and
Yeah.
he doesn't realize he's doing it, but that's worse. I just did it to get the end. I love him. Afterwards,
I
it's
was
just
gonna romance him just because he had a dog.
yeah.
But then
That's
also
fair.
Robert had a
Actually,
dog, so
yeah,
that worked out.
in the group chat, the first thing he says is that this dad has a dog. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly, on face value and also name, Brian is really close to Ryan, so I was like, that's last. No, just because like saving it for last.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I was like,
You're also redhead and built like an ox.
well, that's mildly true. But it's like the more that I saw of him and just like, you know, through other people's things, I'm like, last because bad. But not full bad, like I still like him. And
Like,
think
I
that
did,
will- think
I
that will
did put
grow
him
on
towards the end of my playthrough, but I actually regretted it. I would
Yeah.
think I should have put him further up because he was this great.
Hmm.
That last day was this great.
Oh, also I can't
think-
do his mini golf game. No, that went too fast. I hate
18
it.
holes.
Can you
That's the
come
achievement.
come to my house and do it for me?
No,
Because
I'm not good.
oh, how did you do it?
I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I got maybe like
18 holes is
eight
the achievement.
of them.
You can save after 9 holes. That's what I read online.
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
that you can.
but like, there's nowhere to speed up or go back, and I don't like that. Also, I'm really bad because the waving line goes way too fast. Like, it's just not good.
It's just, I'm bad at mini games. I stopped playing Undertale because it was too hard for me. Just saying.
The minigames are one of my favorite parts about Brian.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm just
Well,
not
because
good.
there's
Not
like a lot
good.
of them.
There are a lot of them. I was so happy when I beat the little Pokemon style minigame.
The Pokemon one was
I can't
great.
be
That was
that. I
cute.
can't do it.
It's really
Something's
simple,
wrong.
guys. Here is how you do it. Ready?
Yeah.
Step 1. The first 2 things you do are go into your inventory and show off the report card and the art.
You see,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
I did.
That's what you do first, and then you just brag. That's
Yeah.
all you do.
Okay,
That's
okay,
exactly
that's
what
where
I
I've gone
did.
wrong. That's
Is
where
that
I've
an
gone
achievement to beat him in the Pokemon battle?
No.
wrong. No, it's
I was
just,
so
it's just
disappointed
for my
when there
pride.
wasn't.
Yeah, because
Just
For
for
the
my
first
pride.
time.
But that's one of the other reasons that I'm put off by him because he keeps beating me in this, and I'm just getting more salty
Well,
about it.
it's gonna get worse. Even if you beat him in the Pokemon one, he resigns himself so humbly that you get annoyed anyway.
he's really humble about his competitiveness, but it's also like,
Humble brag.
yeah, and his
An
ending.
unintentional humble brag.
Yeah.
But he's really nice, and I get it.
Yeah.
I don't see the hook to
I
go
don't
date him
hate
other
him.
than get
I don't
the achievement.
hate him.
And the dog.
And the dog. But you don't spend that much time with the dog.
Which is
Oh, Amanda being
unfortunate.
friends with Daisy is pretty cute.
Yeah.
Right.
They are
They
cute.
did seem to get like along.
They got
the
along
most.
really well. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Because Amanda's just like lighting the fuck up.
Yeah. Great.
Who else is there?
Let's do I forgot his name.
Damien?
Yeah, we can do
Yes.
Damien.
Alright.
I love Damien. Beautiful
great.
man.
So is Damien trans or not?
Trans, yeah.
Yeah.
Binder, it was confirmed. Oh, we need to talk about that. So,
Yeah.
someone tried to get up Polygon for misgendering Damien, but Polygon recorded that before Damien was confirmed trans.
Oh, really?
And what happened is the Polygon people that were playing it, they were comparing all the Dream Daddies to Overwatch characters, which is
Okay.
which is a little bit problematic because if we're going to have representation, we cannot be comparing people of color to people of color.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where it gets a little like, hey. Like, if
That's
they
the
are-
problem
if
that
they are
I had.
Really similar, then
Yeah,
okay.
but the trans thing, I was like, this is incidental. It's accidental. You shouldn't blame them for that because I fucking didn't know because I didn't read that Damien wears a prime binder. Totally skipped over that and then saw that. I'm like, where the fuck is this in the conversation? It's
actually-
literally in the first two
All
things
of
under
my
the day.
dads have binders because I thought that I was giving them crop tops. And it just went way over my head. And I was like, oh. Okay.
Well, it's very obvious
Yeah.
you're cis then.
Well, yeah.
I saw it. I was
It
like,
just-
oh, binders.
Yeah, I was just like, it just didn't hit me,
Well,
but I'm very
it was
glad
the
that it's
first
there.
thing I noticed. I was like, because I was like, I just flipped through all the options and one of them said binders. I was
I
like,
don't read
oh,
things.
that's really. I was like, oh, that's
We don't
really
know how
cool.
to read.
Yeah.
I was like, these are fashionable crop tops.
Yeah, I wear a crop top under everything I wear.
Also, there's a little bit of a thing at the moment with some artists, like since.
Oh, yes, I am so mad about it.
Oh,
You
where
may
they
have
just-
seen me posting frantically about it. Stop drawing Damien with feminine curves. You
That's
weren't doing
fucked
it
up.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Damien
evil
is a man.
and transphobic.
Damien is a man.
Fan art will be fan art.
No, but they only switched to doing it afterwards, and
Yeah.
I even saw one artist that I just
So-
straight up blocked because they made a redraw of their Damien art that gave him more feminine curves. Like, what are you
Damien
doing?
is a man, and he is a man. It doesn't matter that he's transgender. He is a man, and obviously he's been presenting for a long time. And also in his dating, his son alludes to Damien having a rough time lately, like in the last few years. And it's kind of disrespectful to trans people just be like, "Here, this is a trans." You'd secretly, you know.
The thing that some people that are arguing about it don't understand is that they're basically people are going, oh, don't do this, and they're like, it's people's art style. This is what people are doing.
Yeah, and
it's
I understand that.
Yeah, but
it's-
also we've seen
that-
you draw a man before.
Well, yeah. It's the problem is it's not just, oh, this is people's art style. It's like people that are like, since hearing the news, have purposely done it like that because
And
they're
I've
like,
seen
oh,
some
because,
people.
you
I've
know.
seen some people who are like, well, just because Damien is trans doesn't mean that he needs to be fully male presenting, and no, he doesn't. Also, he has very long hair and has painted nails. So
Yeah.
Can we even call that fully male presenting? Yes, because he's so manly
Yeah.
in shape, and that's my problem. Is he is so like
And everyone in the
typically
town
manly in
is
shape.
he.
Yeah,
And he's called Dad.
but I'm
It's
just like, I don't
he's a
get why
he.
you would draw him with like very specifically binded double D's under that Victorian shirt. It just doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. No.
Yeah. It's just, I'm just like,
But
hey, just draw Damien
other
the way
than that-
Damien looks.
Damien has the cutest root.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just, you know. And Damien is...
I had so much
What-
fun chasing a dog across town.
Yes, that was so good.
There
Yeah.
are more dogs.
There are more dogs, and
I don't indulge in the goth lifestyle.
oh, it's so
well,
cute.
you will be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Damien's was a little bit relatable, not in the way that Damien's like, oh, actually, I'm not goth all the time.
It's like,
Literally-
What?
Literally is a thing where they're like, oh, I'm actually an IT worker. I just
Yeah.
like thought you wouldn't like me if I wasn't goth, and your dad's like, what the fuck? Like, you really thought I liked you because you were a fucking goth?
Oh,
It's also like a lot
Okay.
of work to be a goth.
Yeah.
It's a lot
okay,
to
so
do.
I have a real life story that really relates.
Oh
to
my
this.
god!
Yeah,
Yes!
yeah. So I had a
We
friend.
know a real life Damien a little bit.
I used to work in a call center, and there was a guy completely like, I knew him for like quite a while, but I only knew him through
2
work.
years.
And one day I was like, hey, I'm selling my PlayStation Vita, and he's like, oh dude, I totally want one, I'll come buy it. He comes to my house, fully decked out in goth gear. I've only seen him in like...
Eyeliner, like,
Yeah.
full
I've only seen him
blown.
in like smart shirts and everything, not even like black nail polish, nothing that would be any hint to it. And I was taken back.
You're like, who the fuck are you?
Spiked
Yeah.
collar, he had just the full. He
When I
was
saw
so-
him, one time, he was wearing a full like neo trench coat with a spiked collar, gloves, like the fishnet gloves, full blown, big old boots.
That was
Like
great.
I was like,
Yeah. I was so taken back.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
This
But
is-
that's
this is
just so
goth
like.
people
oh,
unfortunately have to de-goth to get a job.
Yeah.
I
Goths are
can I
people
just
too.
say, in general, for all the dads who changed their outfit at some point during
Yeah.
the dates, I love how that's the outfit they wear at the going
Yeah.
away party.
Yeah.
What I was talking
when
about,
you date
Craig.
Damien, he has his smart shirt and his tie and his glasses, and that's what he wears.
He's
He
so
has glasses. It's great.
Oh
He's
my-
so cute.
Oh, that kind of makes it worth it. I kind of like,
Speaking of cute dads with glasses who change outfits, Hugo is really cute as well.
Okay,
That's
because Hugo is the other one that I'm like waiting.
No, you should have done Hugo way earlier.
Well,
He's
okay,
great.
the thing about Hugo is I'm like, this is too smart. Like, what's happening? He is too smart for me.
He's not though.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
good.
he has a
I'm
really
like,
good.
I
He
can't
has a
deal with him
similar.
talking down to me.
No, he doesn't.
I
I'm
failed
thank
the
God.
trivia night because of him, because I'm
Oh.
not smart.
I googled all the answers.
That's
Me.
cheating.
But
actually, the reason why I didn't go with Hugo was because during the, I don't know if it's for the whole thing, but during the barbecue, the audio is awful. Like, what's up with that? It
Okay,
sounds
the
like
audio-
it's like
Yeah.
a weird.
It's
it sounds like it's
weirdly-
our microphone.
yeah, it sounds like we recorded it.
Yeah.
A lot of
Confirmed we
the
did.
lot of the audio editing in Dream Daddy.
It's
That's
not- it's
that's my critique.
Yeah,
You
not
should have hired people, especially because you're working in Games Grump's studio.
Yeah. Now that
Yeah.
I've seen it, what's your excuse?
Yeah, like
Get an office tour.
did you go into someone's office and be like, "Hey, guy, I don't know any of the Game Grumps. Hey, Mr. Grump.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. Can you just
There's
record?" And he's like,
Grump and
"Oh,
not so Grump. Those are the two.
Of course.
yeah," but like,
Well, who? I think actually Aaron did voice it.
yeah, but Hugo's really nice. He has the cutest dates. Top tier dates. Top tier dad shirt. I lost my shit.
That was
He
great.
wears a wrestle shirt and then he tucks it into his jeans. And I just love that you can have the hippest looking dad, but he still wears sandals. Like your dad's
That's,
dad.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I love it.
I threw out the sandals. You
I
get
had a fight
choice.
with Amanda about it
Right.
because I'm a dad and I'm in my 30s.
Oh, my dad is definitely in his 40s, I think. My dad's a fucking nerd.
Yeah, my dad's a fucking nerd. He just kept making
But
like
also
weird
a
references.
hipster nerd. My dad is
Yeah.
definitely a hipster.
I'm
By the
Yeah.
way, all of our dads will be up on
Yeah.
the Nuggcast.
yeah, we're
Instagram
gonna
and
be
stuff.
posting them
Rate
later.
our dads.
I'm
And
gonna post
also-
all three.
Also, guess who?
Yes, so
Yeah.
cute.
Great.
Oh, who else is there? We have Crab.
No, we did him.
No,
have-
last one's Joseph.
Joseph?
Good
Is
old.
that the last one?
I think there's another one we might
There's
have
another
missed.
one we're missing. Oh god.
Robert, Craig, Matt, Brian,
There's 7 of them.
Damien.
No, Joseph. That's the last
Yeah.
one.
Is
Joseph's
Joseph's
the
the
last
last one? If we skip, I'm so sorry.
We haven't skipped Amanda yet.
No, because I love her.
So the Joseph controversy. Sorry to tell you that the cult ending is fake.
Well, no, it's not fake. It was made.
It was made, but they took it out. That's what I mean.
My
It's made inaccessible. There's a
is it?
difference.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Let's explain a little bit.
Okay, so there's been controversy about Joseph's ending because people went in.
Like, for
dynamite
people, it's not difficult to.
No.
If you open a file, it's
Yeah.
all there.
Yeah, but
Um,
also like people went in and they're just like, there's this ending you can get, and they didn't seem to realize you can't get the ending.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah, there's been a
people
lot
who
of
don't know,
confusion.
Joseph, in the full release, works at a church. The controversy
Yeah.
is that there was an ending where he turns out to be a cult leader, alongside Robert and what's her face,
Mary.
Mary. And this was all linked with another daddy, an eighth daddy that we've dubbed Detective Dad,
Yeah.
who did not make the cut.
No.
And everyone's really annoyed because of the whole Christians against the gay people thing.
Yeah, it was called homophobic and problematic because of that, but also play any other fucking dating sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally the John Cena dating sim.
That's the reference you go for!
I know 2 dating sims. No, sorry, 3, the pigeon one.
Yeah, the pigeon
Like,
one!
look,
You get your
okay.
head cut off in the pigeon
A
one!
situation that I need to explain. I played Wonderful Boyfriend before it was turned English, and I just knew the very small amount of Japanese that I know. I just, like, got through it with that. And actually, I found out now that I have the English version. I, in fact, was murdered in my own house. That's what I got. I was like, why am I not playing anymore?
Speaking of murdered,
I was
you can
murdered.
die in the Joseph playthrough.
Yeah.
So while you're on the second date, you go to the dance at the church, and when you're dancing, you can
Yeah.
attempt a backflip, and then you die. You get an achievement for it.
Okay, so that's a secret one.
But there's another secret achievement, which is escape from Margaritaville.
Which is this cult
which
ending,
We
from
believe
what
is
we're
for the
guessing.
cult ending. So it's a question of, is it going to be released around Halloween?
Yeah, I think there should be spooky ones for all of them.
Yeah.
If you're gonna have one spooky ending, it should
We
just
need
be for the Christian
multiple
one.
spooky ones.
Like, it would be
I would
cool
like
if,
to be,
like...
see all the dads have spooky skins.
Yeah, I would really like
What
just,
what
like...
would their Halloween costumes be? Brian would be a
Okay.
big old pumpkin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously.
Hugo would be some dead.
No. Hugo would be a wrestler.
Oh, that's true.
Damien would be an IT guy.
Oh my god, that would be the cutest fucking thing.
No, he would be something
Robert
cool
would be
and
a-
Dresses
unexpected.
normally.
Robert would be, what is it, the
I would-
Gopher Ghost or whatever?
Yes!
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I would love Craig to be a princess.
Yes.
That'd be
Oh
cool.
no, he would be a dragon. Because all his daughters would be
Of
the princesses that he's
course.
protecting.
No, his children would be the dragon.
Oh.
One of the twin...
And-
No, one of the twins can be a knight.
Yeah,
That could be a full scene.
And then Joseph would go out in his cult robes and no one would be wiser.
Yeah, exactly.
And his kids would be the kids from
What
the
would
Shire.
that
Oh,
be?
wait.
Oh, I had so much fun with those kids.
I love...
don't know why people thought they were
Joseph's first date was the best.
They're great.
No,
I love 'em.
Craig's first date was the best. Where you have to save Arnold. That's the
Oh,
most
Arnold-
relatable shit to me.
Yeah. Oh my god, I
I'm
love
so happy that I
Craig.
succeeded in that. I'm so happy. I was like so stressed out the entire time.
Did you calm down, River?
Yes.
Oh my god, Robert just on his fucking log thinking.
I know, I'm like, what are you doing? Give me the details.
Fucking freak. I
You know,
love it.
This is my
I-
fucking log.
I'm actually bringing that up. I lost my words. I was quite disappointed that pestering Robert until he told you where the
Yeah.
kids are didn't affect the Robert playthrough. I think there should have been some more interconnectivity between the
Yeah,
dads.
well, that's the thing is for me, I have had separate, like, I just pulled it back to the first, right after the barbecue, where, except I had to start from the beginning because I can't sleep with Robert anymore.
Oh, yeah. You fool.
Not
I did that for my last place after I did the romance with him. I didn't really get to sleep with him the whole way through because my last person would have.
Let's be
yeah,
honest.
I said it to you when it first came out. I was
Yeah.
like, my dad is a slut with a heart of gold.
I love that.
And
I love
so
how
was
you
like,
just
yes,
described Lux to me.
I'm like, here, by the way, I ripped off your D&D.
Yeah, by the way, I steal people. Amanda? Not my daughter originally. I stole her off the streets. Like, honestly. But, okay, do we
I
want
really
to...
would just like to also that I like that you could be a bi-dad.
Yeah.
I'm really
Yeah, I was married to
the
him.
option to choose Alex's gender. That was nice.
Yeah.
Alex is the name either way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of your dead spouse. Dead.
Yeah, no, it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're malicious to be like, yeah, your father's dead now. You fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like good. I just read good.
Amanda.
Oh yeah.
Amanda, I love
My
Amanda.
daughter, I love
My
her.
daughter. I think without Amanda being well written, it would have been
Well,
Yeah,
the thing
Can,
is,
can we just refer to her as Panda,
yeah.
please?
Panda. Oh, and my baby.
The thing is, I
Man, okay,
essentially, with my Robert that I slept with him on the first night, I essentially just did an Amanda run
yeah.
because I pursued him and I
do
loved
not
it.
have the heart to do the World
Okay,
AEST.
I tried it and I cannot get it.
I'm going
did
to be doing that
shitty
tonight.
things.
I'm going to
And
find
my
it.
theory is that you have
tonight.
to find a way. My theory, because I've tried. I tried real hard to do it on my last run. I couldn't do it, and I was like, I was real shitty to her, and I felt bad about it.
Yeah.
But my dad still made the cake that says, like, I support
Oh,
you.
so you don't make the cake?
Well,
is
I don't
the
know how
AEST?
to make it not, and that's my only thought. Is like, that's a cool dad move.
Yeah, I think you have to go through and date every dad. Up until the last one, obviously.
Yeah,
Because that would unlock all the Amanda interactions.
that could make sense.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I'm going to try
Yeah,
tonight.
I'm gonna try that as
I
well.
will let you all
One
know.
day I will try that.
I
I don't want to do
the
that.
achievements. I
I
just
can't.
It really
yeah.
breaks my heart, and I'm just like, I'm just doing this for the achievement because
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh.
But Amanda's bullying story, holy shit, was that relatable?
Hashtag relatable.
Holy shit, I almost cried because I was just like, that's been me before and that's awful. And there's no way I can't counsel her through that.
Yeah.
There's no way I can be a shitty dad and not listen to that because that's my daughter.
But you get an
I said that it was
achievement.
kind of dumb
Why?
because, like, when I was trying to be bad,
Oh,
and it hurt my heart.
yeah, that's just like,
It's like, no, that's not dumb. Emotions are real.
yeah, and it's like, it was such a, just,
She's
I
a
love
great
her.
character.
She's a great character, she's a great
And
daughter.
definitely, I did not.
We're all
expect
lucky to have
them-
her.
I did not expect them to write her so well, and they did,
Yeah.
and I'm so happy.
Yeah, she's one of the best. She's like the best thing about the game.
Yeah. Like,
Other than the
literally-
eggplant emojis.
Yes.
And at first, I didn't know what it was, and then the second time that it happened, I'm like, wait a minute.
You're getting there some daddy points. I loved how you got daddy and dad points.
Yeah.
That's great.
I love it. And like every time they came, I just love
The ranking.
the ranking sheets are really cute.
Yeah, because I'm like, this
Yeah.
is like lightly irrelevant, but also so good, and I love
It's
it.
so good. I love that like one is gun safety and you have no guns.
Yeah. No, I think those are just completely random.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I was
That's
looking
fun.
at it, I'm like, this is not relevant.
Yeah.
Great.
But I'm like,
Georgia was telling me that for her first date with Robert, she got paranoia to
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And mine
Oh.
was like
'Cause
nowhere near.
I
that.
was
like,
not dating
what is
him.
that?
I was not dating him because I had locked his romance out, so I
Yeah.
wasn't getting dates. I was just sleeping with him, but I still got ranked.
Yeah.
You
because
got-
it's
did you get S
Because
for-
it's still a date.
No!
You
Oh.
fail.
Yeah, I got C's, and then one time a D. And I think that it marks
No,
what
Robin
we
got
do
the
during
D.
the day. Well, he did every single night. 4 times, and then he was like, yeah, bye. And I'm
Oh
like,
my god.
cool, you've ruined my life.
Have you? I only slept with him once, and then he was at my fucking barbecue with my boyfriend, and I'm like, this is fucking bad. This is so awkward. And I'm like, and like, it goes through the whole thing, and like, why aren't you nice to me? And he's like, we just slept together. Who the fuck do you think you are? And you're like, running. Like,
And fast forward.
yeah, no, oh my god, the best feature in this game is the fast forward button.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I
I
definitely
It's-
never used it. What?
It's
Well,
very
because you've only
useful when
done
you're
one
trying to do
playthrough.
different playthroughs.
yeah.
But it's the same talking bits for, like, especially for the tutorial, which you can't skip.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, so I couldn't be
I
doing multiple playthroughs.
mostly used it during that epilogue thing.
Yeah.
Because I did when you
'Cause
I
they're
did
the
the final
same
date
for a
with
lot of
each,
them.
each
Yeah.
dad. I just wanted to see the bits I hadn't seen yet.
Yeah. And, like, that's what I've been doing, because I don't got the time to sit there and invest my time like I did the first playthrough. I don't have that for the same bits, because I know my choices, because I picked them the first place.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the new bits, obviously, I'm there.
I
But,
do
you know-
it because I saved way before the conversation accidentally, and I fast forward to it, so it's just easier to get through
Yeah.
your choices.
And it's like, otherwise I don't think I could do all the dads.
I do not think I could play this game without a fast forward button.
No.
No, absolutely not. So, props to this studio.
For just being smart about the button,
Yeah.
because, like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And it's very obvious
It
they've
increased
played
the replayability.
simulators. Yes.
A lot.
Oh my god, all the TV show names.
Yes.
Best
great.
jokes.
But it's like, that's me, I want to watch that.
I really want to watch Paranormal Ice Road Truckers.
I know, can we
great.
please get
Or
it?
Tiny House Hunting.
Yes!
The outhouse is like 20 feet away.
Or the Shark Hunter lip sync.
Yeah!
Who's lip syncing?
Yes.
It's good!
No, they didn't even say. It's like, who's lip syncing? The sharks and the
Yes.
hunters. It's like, yes.
Yeah.
Which is good!
It's
That's
really
what I want.
no. This is quality TV shows.
Yeah.
And just, it's so good.
Okay, so who was our dreamiest of daddies? Who
Craig.
did we pick? Who was the first run through? Craig?
Oh,
yes.
Craig wasn't my
Great.
first. Matt was my first, but Craig was. I hyped him up, and I knew he was going to be great. And he lived up to every expectation I wanted, which is I wanted him
But-
shirtless and to cuddle me.
But the fact that you didn't pick Craig first means that he wasn't good enough.
No, I picked him because I was scared. I wanted him last because I was scared if I romance him first, everything else was going to be a bit of a letdown.
To be fair, I romanced Craig second, and everything else has been a bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I would have
I love
been,
him.
mildly charmed by them, but
Yeah.
it has happened in other games where I've picked the best one first, and I'm like, and now I can't romance anyone else every time I play that game. Namely Fenris. Literally talking
Yeah,
about
we've already
Fenris.
talked about this.
But, like,
My thing
I
is-
didn't want that to happen to these guys.
I
That's
I'm
went
so
fair.
glad
in,
I
I went
said.
in being like, Robert. This is Robert, and I love Robert. And then on the side, like the entire time on the side, I've been like, but that Craig though.
Yes.
But I was just like, block it out. I know it's Robert for me.
But that
like,
baby is so cute.
I know.
I
I'm
know.
like,
Oh,
River, please.
I went on Craig's date, like the first one, because I'm like, I want to taste. I
Yeah.
just want a little
Hello?
taste, and I regret as soon as he's like, I'm gonna kiss you. He's going, I'm gonna do the dad thing. I'm like, I'm crying. I was like there rocking in my chair. I'm like, what this?
No, yeah, Craig is for me.
Craig, yeah.
Oh, so it's 3 Craigs that are Robert.
Well, I actually like Matt better. But I did pick Robert first, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, only pick Robert. But yeah, I ended up
me.
thinking, nah, probably Matt.
Matt
Especially
is-
since Robert didn't end up with me at the end because I didn't
Yeah.
apparently do the dates.
All of them have heights. All of them have flaws. It's
Yeah,
very
they're
well-rounded,
all good.
well-made
I
game. Do not
love
boy.
Matt as well. He just can't.
Matt's fruit's really nice, and it's just chill.
wholesome. And
Just
but
really
I'm
wish-
a little heartbroken because I didn't do good.
But
enough.
you got
I
to fuck
failed
him,
that last
though.
one. Yes. I was
That's
like,
amazing.
did I? But yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah. Because, like, you decide not to do it in a coffee shop, and
I'm
I'm like,
like
yeah, fair enough.
offensive, to be honest.
Honestly, what
Just
kind
close
of...
the coffee
Yeah,
shop.
just...
Like it's his.
I thought...
It's at night too.
Yeah.
Also, I thought it was because there was equipment there, and you, like, back into it. Like, that's the
Like,
kissing,
that's
and it, like, hurts you.
fair.
I'm like, there's a kitchen, though.
There's a kitchen. There's several couches.
There's several floors.
It's canon that there's couches in
Yeah.
this place.
There's a stage.
Yeah.
Also a stage.
Like, come on.
Like, it's...
But you can see the stage from the windows.
And there are curtains.
Who's gonna
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
Mary and Robert? That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah, like, oh my god, that's gonna be that has to be like a art.
Yeah.
Rule 34.
Yeah, just like an art, a fan
It
art.
is good art.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm just like out there reblogging and retweeting every Amanda art
I'm
because my literal daughter and I want everybody to see pictures of her.
I want to get a wallet and just pull pictures of her out and her
Oh my
grades
god.
and like do the
Oh
grade
my
card
God.
And
thing.
her art.
Yeah. Be like, have you seen my daughter? She's amazing.
Catch us at Supernova doing Dad Sona cosplays.
Oh, I can't. I really want to do it. Like, yeah.
I already am my dad, so.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love your dad so much.
Actually, we're all actually going to Supernova, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think we've all got tickets. We're going both days?
We're tabling.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
We're
Cool.
just dads
So-
running a
Yeah.
booth.
So we need to find some cosplays.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I think I'm going as the final Pam for one of them.
Yes.
I really
actually
want to.
amazing.
This might not happen because I might be busy, but I really want to go as final Pam.
No, I'll help you. It's so thriftable.
Yeah, it's thriftable. I think that's it. Okay, so
I'll go as Damien.
20 out of 6 nugs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
20,
6
20 out of 6 nights?
Yeah.
Is that,
We can't go over.
is
It's
that
illegal.
the canon score? 20
So
out of
illegal.
6?
6. No, it's 6 and a sneaky 7 one because you know the boy there.
Chickens.
6 nugs and sauce.
And sauce, yeah.
The drip.
Some creamy, dreamy daddy sauce.
A nice tomato smoothie.
It's basically a smoothie, bro. Like, how can you not romance him learning that he just is the most disgusting human being in college, and now he's like fit.
All of the stories from him in college, it's great.
It's great. I just want this.
The reason I didn't romance him was because I was my playthrough. My dad was me.
Yes.
And so I was like, well, I don't want to do fitness. And so I was like, I'm not gonna go with fitness dad because like.
That makes sense.
I'm just like, yes, fitness dad, better me.
Yeah.
That's all I
Please
want.
better me. And then he's like sad.
I know, and I'm like, but I'm gonna better you with my laziness.
Yeah. You need to be lazy, and you need to kick my ass.
Exactly.
My question is, you're dating all these dads. Do you just date for a while in this cul-de-sac and then you move in with them?
Yeah, what's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen? Dreams Daddy
Well-
2, moving in edition.
You could
And
do
it's
some
just-
fancy stuff, like if you play it right. We need like a map.
Yeah.
Because-
Oh, there's a
There
map
is a
in.
map. When
There's
you
a map
date
of
Damien,
Damien.
what's her face? Mary draws a map of the cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
Okay,
With
well,
where everyone
who
lives.
is next to you?
We'll have to bring it up.
Because
Yeah, I can't
like
remember.
then you can just have a mansion.
Yes.
You can just
You can just
Or you can just
combine.
date Damien.
Yes.
And already have a
That's
mansion.
true. But like, does Damien live next to you? Can you have a mega mansion?
Of course he has a mansion.
No, I don't think Damien.
Damien just painted his house black.
Yeah.
But it looks great.
Yeah, no, it looks really good. Joseph
there-
was like, what the hell? Your house looks like that. And you're like, you have a giant fucking anchor in front of your
Yeah.
house. Shut the
No,
fuck
but
up,
we
Joseph.
have a house in the city we live in. I can't remember if we said that or not. In Australia, there's a house that is fully painted black. And I'm sure there's more than one.
Yeah.
But there's one that I see often, and it's really close to a bright pink house. And I
that's
often
literally the
associate
house.
them with you and me.
Yeah.
But no, it looks good. It's fashionable.
Yeah.
It's a high fashion house.
It's
and
just the thing is
Joseph
that house
can
would
shut
be
it.
so
I didn't know houses could
warm.
be high fashion.
They can.
They can be.
Fashion.
High fashion house. Avant-garde house. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play Dream
Yeah.
Daddy. Please buy it. Do not
Please
borrow
buy
Don't
it.
be
Yeah,
shitty.
don't be shitty. Don't boycott it. It's
No.
not homophobic. You date
Yeah.
dads in it.
Give me my cult ending!
Yeah. Yeah, and please, like, it's,
Maybe you'll get the cold ending if everybody buys the game instead of pirating it.
yeah.
That's not gonna happen.
Just like the post that I saw where it's like people like Dream Daddy comes out, it's got, 3 of the 4 dads are POCs. It's about being gay, it has trans people in it, you have the option of being bi, it's like really
You have the option of
inclusionary.
being
And
trans.
Yeah.
and then
Which
people are like,
every single one
oh,
of my
this
characters
ending
is
that
trans.
this ending that isn't even in the game
Oh, we didn't
is
even
the
mention-
reason I don't want to play this game.
Yeah.
The
Like,
thing is,
what?
they decided to cut that ending out because they were like, this is in poor taste. And it's like, there's people who still want it. There's
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
who love that kind of shit in dating
There-
sims because
there-
it's silly.
There are people who
I think that,
suffer the effects of these stereotypes who still want to play
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
and I think that if there was something that they really were like, this is in poor taste, that maybe they just change it up a little and then Halloween edition.
Yeah. Just make
Yeah.
it really dumb.
Yeah, it just memes.
Yeah.
Like for a second you're like scared, but then it's memes.
It's like you wake
Cult
up
memes.
in...
Cult memes. There's
Yeah.
things like that.
You wake up in someone's basement and they're like, it's a surprise party, it's a surprise, ha ha, I love you.
Also, please drink this.
Yeah. Also, margarita zone, like,
Yeah.
Did
well,
someone say Kool-Aid?
yeah, like, fuck. No! Where's my Jonestown ending?
Oh god.
You get the option of drink the Kool-Aid, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Fuck.
Like, they have to put something in now. Even if it's just that option.
Yes, you go to the barbecue at the beginning and say, you want some Kool-Aid?
I would love if it's Hot Fuzz and it's literally like, for the greater good. And it's like, they're demanding people for the greater good.
Oh my god.
Dream Daddy Purge Edition.
Yeah.
You kick somebody into a fridge and you get to decide which cool line that you say.
Oh, yeah, no. I said the ending, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
We're not talking about what we've been playing this week?
Oh,
No,
we've
we
been
played
playing Dream Daddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
Georgia mentioned Ark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have nothing to report.
Yeah. I played Dream
Still
Daddy.
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
We played Dream Daddy.
That's
about it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Nuggcast. If you have any comments, please tell us who your dreamiest daddy was.
Yeah, send us your
We
dad's
really-
sonar.
And
Yeah,
if you don't say
please.
Craig, you're wrong.
Yeah, to be honest.
No offense.
Ouch.
That's right, look at
Full
you.
offense. But yeah, tag us. Just tag us. We want to see them.
Yeah,
Your
we really
daddies.
want to see it.
Yes.
But yeah, you can find us at the Nuggcast on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, and YouTube. That's where we upload everything. Just look for it. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Don't let Ryan get the last one.
Have a cool
Have a
time.
cool time.
No, we got it. We got it.
Yeah, we got it. Have a cool time.
Oh, we got time. Damn it!